A game that appears highly likely to deliver in every way. Two very able teams ready for a top-class confrontation. And no one is taking anything for granted on this huge occasion. Anfield, one of the most storied venues anywhere in the football world. I'm Derek Ray on the commentary. This really ought to be a superb watch. It is Liverpool taking on Real Madrid.
Well, they just can't afford to lose again here. That would certainly knock their confidence. But with a little bit more quality in both boxes today, they've got every chance of winning this one.
Oh, fancy footwork. Can he finish? Oh, that's top-notch goalkeeping, you've got to say. And this is how Liverpool start the game. Alisson gets the nod in goal. Virgil van Dijk plays alongside Ibrahima Konate in central defence. Luis Diaz starts with Mohamed Salah out wide.
Oh, he could be in here, Derek.
Still a chance. McAllister feeding it through. Full marks to the keeper.
Well, what a reaction from the goalkeeper. Such a good save in the end.
Well, a bit wasteful from the merengues. Konate. Andrew Robertson. Chance for Liverpool to use width to good effect. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now moving the ball impressively here. Well, I think a classic commentator's curse just then. Couldn't make the ideal pass. Well, unable to direct it on the target, and a goal kick to come. Mbappe. Really inventive stuff from Real here. Oh, crucial tackle. Brilliant. And the referee says play on, advantage Liverpool. That's a good-looking ball. And there it is, a chance. And a strong glove on the ball from the keeper. And a tidy challenge. Now, options are plenty. Mbappe. Might it be Mbappe? Determined defending. Now sending it in. And dealt with it nicely. Rudiger. Intercepting it intelligently. What a magnificent pass. Well, that's going to go down as offside.
Well, he couldn't quite release it quickly enough, and the flag went up.
Jude Bellingham. So Bosley. Alexander-Arnold. Well, a decent position for Liverpool to be in. Opportunity! And he's missed the opportunity to net the opening goal.
Well, it should be 1-0, Derek. You can see how frustrated he is with himself.
Rodrigo. And in with a real chance. And it's got to be. And the opportunity goes a-begging. He decided to hit that with power rather than going for placement. Extremely sloppy in possession. Can he give them the advantage? Fine tackle there to prevent the chance. Attacking possibilities for Real. But they took care of the situation defensively. Well, offside, I rather think he was caught in two minds.
Well, he just needed to go elsewhere with his pass. He showed a complete lack of awareness there.
Has a go! Well, foiled by a teammate, and then offside the decision.
Well, he is offside when the ball hits him, but I think the keeper had that covered anyway.
Nunez. Oh, Salah. Will he play it in? Is this the moment? Oh, it's an absolutely tremendous save.
Well, he's just pulled off a remarkable save there. Brilliant goalkeeping.
Andrew Robertson has lost the ball. Angled for Salah. Well, the keeper wasn't fooled by it at all, in actual fact. Rodrigo. Trying to open up the defence. Virgil van Dijk. This is Salah. Might work out. A goal! On the back of sustained pressure. Now they deservedly hold the advantage. Well, nothing for them to worry about in the end. Good defending. The keeper had plenty to think about with bodies around him. Well, just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages here. Oh, good vision. And the shot. Oh, incredible save. And he snuffed out the danger. Delivering it. No more time left. First half is over here at Anfield. Well, Darwin Nunez, a delight to watch in the first half. Stuart, how would you sum up his contribution so far?
Well, Derek, after a slow start when it was tightly marked, he got better and better as the first half went on, and he got his reward with that goal. I'm looking forward to his second half display.
So back in business, the ball moving again, and Real with a bit of work ahead of them. Mbappe. Virgil van Dijk with the block. It needs an accurate cross. Mbappe. Can he take the chance? Well, he tried to place it, but off the frame of the goal.
Yes, he's hit the woodwork, but really from that distance, he should be tucking that away.
Wataru Endo. Darwin Nunez. Salah. Well, Liverpool can get ready for the set-piece routine, hoping to increase their lead. And no-nonsense defensive clearance. Another corner, hot on the heels of the last one. Can he deliver it with accuracy? Good clearance. In towards Salah. Superbly read and executed. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Mbappe. Really needed to be spot on with the challenge inside the box. Rudiger. Under the full weight of the pressure. Federico Valverde. Vinicius Junior. And support available. Salah. And Real doing well to win it back. Mendy. Vinicius Junior. Oh, dealt with by the goalkeeper. And he's fired over the corner. Well, not the greatest header, but astute defending. Nunez. And quick thinking defensively. And teammates around him. This looks more than decent. Can they create something? Always going to be the goalkeeper's ball. Luis Diaz. Possession lost by Liverpool. And a good-looking ball. Oh, incredible save, and he snuffed out any sign of danger. Liverpool have given it away.
Well, it's been a struggle for Real, that's for sure. But
And a goal! The keeper couldn't stop it. Real Madrid on terms. Back underway. Level pegging, 1 goal apiece in this game. Mbappe must take the lead here. Oh, but he's missed it. How on earth is this still level?
well, I just don't know, Derek. Just a real lack of composure in the end. They should be ahead now.
Well, we're inside the final quarter of an hour now. Well, that's splendid play. And he stopped them in their tracks. And he put it away. Oh, commanding goalkeeping. So a throw in for Real Madrid. Substitution for Real Madrid. Mbappe. And level it is in the closing moments. Can Real Madrid change that? Just 10 minutes remaining here. Chances on. Oh, a wonderful save under the circumstances.
And he's just stopped his team from losing this game, probably. What an important save that is.
It's a bit of a struggle for both sides to keep the ball right now. It's a good Liverpool move in the making. Can he put them in front? He does! And with so little time left, that might be the winner. Wonderful drama. Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider. Modric. Real Madrid attacking, and they have to give it a go with time not on their side. Well, Well, the counter chance looks very real. Could be dangerous. He's found a bit of daylight. Really had to make that save to give them a chance.
Well, great save, but now they have to create a chance of their own. Not long left now.
Dangerous ball. Well, threat over for now. Well, taking into account all the stoppages, 2 minutes to be added on. Well, great read there to intercept. Oh, that's a super piece of defending. Is it going to be? And that is going to be all. And a fantastic victory for them. 3 points picked up, even Steven at the top of the table, Stuart.
Well, that's a good result and an even better performance. There's nothing between the teams now, so I can't wait for the next game. It's going to be a really close contest.
Another more than effective night's work for Mo Salah. Your thoughts on his performance?
Well, he was excellent today, and he gave them that all-important lead. They just struggled to cope with him. His movement was so clever.
A game to whet the appetite. A match certain to entertain and enthrall. But the big question is, who has the qualities necessary to succeed? There is so much... Hello everyone, delighted to be talking to you from one of my favourite venues in world football, the Orange Velodrome. I'm Derek Ray, your match commentator, and alongside providing all the tactical analysis is Stuart Robson. And we can't wait for this one to start with justifiable cause. It's France against Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, that last performance had everything. Quality, determination, skill, and a real tactical understanding. If they can reproduce that today, they'll certainly win this game.
Can he finish? Goalkeeping right out of the top drawer.
Well, it's a great stop from that distance. He's reacted so quickly.
Not really the ideal clearance. Well, they can bring it out now. Clean challenge. Hernandez. Oh, that's a fine cross. Fine goalkeeping to push that away.
Well, they're playing some really good football here, and these fans are driving them on.
Oh, wait, Stuart, they might score. And the goalkeeper has outdone himself with that save. And the corner played over by Dembele. Well, considering the form book, Stuart, Kylian Mbappe has got to be taken seriously here.
Well, he's a good technical player. He can see a pass, he can beat a defender, and he's good in tight areas. He'll certainly be a joy to watch today.
Super challenge, still dangerous. Well, the thought process is there, but not the execution. Hakimi. It might be on for them. Gives it a go. And the goalkeeper covered a lot of ground to push that away from danger. N'Golo Kanté. Tchouaméni. Now Rabiot. Oh, very effective play, and they might be onto something. A gift for any goalkeeper. Dembele. Kanté has it. Now options are plenty. That's a good-looking shot. Well, the shot seemed like a good option, and they might forge ahead. Nicely saved. Dembele tasked with taking the corner. And the keeper more than equal to it. Corner once more. Miles off target with that particular header.
Well, the defender did just about enough there. A difficult chance in the end, I would say.
Dembele. Can he convert? It was a magical save, it was. Fired over by Ousmane Dembele. Still not clear. Well, that's a sad end to the attack. Vitor Ferreira. Now, what can Paris Saint-Germain do from this position? Oh, look at that! They've taken the lead. Well, they haven't been the dominant team so far, but they're certainly not complaining about the scoreline. Upamecano. Now, Rabiot. Flag raised for offside. Hakimi. Teammates available. Ball lost by PSG. Mike Maignan. Aurélien Tchouaméni. He's won the ball. Firing it towards goal. Well, they're doing their best to get on level terms here.
Well, it's a decent effort, but they're still trailing. They need something special here. Well, the stats tell you everything. At times they've controlled possession, they've created some good opportunities going forward, been some good attacking play, but when they've had the chances, they've been really poor in front of goal. It's just not been good enough.
And now they've got to put their minds towards winning the ball back. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Oh, he looks threatening. And he's outdone himself. Wonderful save there. Delivering it. And dealt with it nicely. That's a good-looking pass. Oh, and he didn't miss by very much.
Yeah, he adjusted his body so well there. It's a great piece of skill, and it probably deserved a goal.
Kolo Muani. Now Rabiot. France looking dangerous here. And the keeper there to deal with it. He's driven in the corner. And thwarting his opponent in the nick of time. Well, it still could be dangerous. And a relatively straightforward save for the keeper. And no more time left. We've reached the halfway mark here at the Orange Velodrome. I think most fans would be pretty happy with this man's display so far.
Well, Derek, he took...
So underway in the second half, it's PSG in front, but a long way from being done and dusted. Rabiot. Very quick thinking there. And really pressing their opponents. Well, that takes the wind out of their sails. Great defending. Now, who can he play it to? Well, didn't go to plan in the end. Fabian. And PSG pushing forward with options available. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Counter-attacking, very much an option. Well, it fizzled out. Minge. Magnificently. They've lost possession, Paris Saint-Germain. N'Golo Kanté. A very effective challenge put in. Well, he's allowed his opponent to get past him. But stout defending when it mattered. Dembele. And with that, the attack fizzles out. What was the chance they could get caught out on the break here? Mbappe. Well, the referee was happy with the challenge. Dembele. Mbappe. Coman. Well, it didn't really go according to the script, did it?
Well, the less said about that, the better, because that's a really poor attempt in the end.
Losing custody of it, Kanté. Coman. And support available. An effective challenge. Dembele. N'Golo Kanté. Giving it a try. Oh, that surely had to go in, but marvellous defending. Well, we can see what they're trying to do, but not a memorable passage of play. take advantage. And in the back of the net for PSG. Their lead extended to 2 now. Back underway with the lead standing at 2-0.
Aurélien Tchouameni.
And I must say that was a very promising attack. The alarm bells were sounding. Dembele. Well, we're inside the final 15 minutes. Well, a shame that he couldn't find the target from there.
Tchouameni.
Oh, nice ball. And he takes it away. Oh, that's a really good run. Ten minutes to go then. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. The fans are shouting, shoot! Well, it was a superb counter-attack. Not such high marks for the finish.
Well, the build-up to the shot was great. Good defending, quick transition and excellent movement. It just needed a much better finish.
Rabiot. France giving away possession. And threading it through. Full marks for trying it. Well, well, well. How many players would have the confidence to try that? Simply magnificent.
Well, here it is again, and it's a superbly weighted through ball to break that defensive line. And the finish is sublime. He sees the keeper's position and just chips it over him. It's a breathtaking goal.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. Mbappe. Can he finish? And caught by the keeper. Fabian. Not there to intercept. And teammates around him. Might be a chance here. Oh, it wasn't far away, but above the crossbar. So 1 minute of stoppage time. That's what the officials have said. Excellent position taken up by Mbappe. Oh, it's off the post. Well, somehow the goalkeeper got to it. And that brings the action to an end. And 3 points drop. That is the main story here. And it means a clear gap between them and the rivals in the table.
Well, it's not over yet, but if they play like that again, their chances of winning the title are very slim. That was a poor display today.
Well, no doubt about it. Ousmane Dembele certainly caught the eye. Interested to know what you made of him.
Yeah, I think the only thing you could question, could he have been a touch more clinical in front of goal? Maybe should have had 2 or 3 today. Regardless of that, it was a good...
for battle, ready to bring their skills to the pitch. And to the many keen observers, there is no alternative but to be... And a warm welcome on what is a fine day for football. I'm delighted to be able to report. I'm Derek Ray, and I'm joined here on the gantry for commentary by Stuart Robson. And given the situation in the title race, a positive display is what they need if they are to stay in the hunt. It is Bayern Munich. Vinicius! Oh, it's in! And as they stand, they will be crowned champions.
Well, they're in the driving seat. Can they now see this through?
Harry Kane. Real Madrid coming away with it. Coman. Oh, he squandered the chance, and he knows it.
Well, it wouldn't have counted anyway. He was offside, but nonetheless, that was a poor attempt.
Valverde is with Vinicius Junior. Well, spot on with that challenge. What a brilliant pass. Leroy Sané and Kimmich. Oh, moving it nicely. This looks more than decent. Oh, surely! There is the equaliser. And the title race takes yet another compelling twist.
Well, that puts a spanner in the works. They've got to refocus here. Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And then what a finish. That's been hit with such power and pace. The keeper has no time to react. It's a brilliant strike.
And there it breaks down, but credit to the defence. Promising move this from Bayern. Oh, that's textbook goalkeeping. And played in by Kimmich. Still not clear. Excellent block. Real Madrid have been awarded the free kick. Acres of space afforded Bayern. Coman. Kane. And read the danger magnificently.
Well, if he gets this wrong, a penalty and a sending off, but he was spot on with his challenge.
And a chance to whip it in here. That is a very fine challenge in difficult circumstances.
Well, they're left with a mountain to climb now. We need to see a quick response. Well, let's look at this again, Derek, because the transition when the ball changes hands is so quick. And then it's a top-class strike from Kane. His technique is absolutely spot on. Just look at the power he generates here.
Interception to snuff out the danger. Well, it takes confidence to try your luck from that sort of distance.
Well, I have to say, that was a really good effort. He struck it so cleanly.
Real Madrid regaining possession. Incisive pass. Important day, and any thoughts of a title cruise have hit the rocks.
Well, who would have thought this? I just can't see any way back for them now.
So on with the action, and 3-1 the scoreline at the moment. Vinicius Junior. Danger averted. Well read. Vinicius Junior. Well-timed tackle. Vinicius Junior. Let's see if something comes of this. Oh, he's through here. Can he convert? Oh, great block. He has teammates around him. Coman. Nicely timed tackle. Textbook closing down, and now they're on the attack. Well, sloppy from both sides, you have to say. That's a good-looking ball, and Harry Kane might do damage. And a goal to seal the hat-trick! A masterclass at finishing. Just can't stop him today.
Well, here's the goal again, and it's a great ball to put him through. Good vision to set up the chance, and the finish showed great composure. Just to lift it over the goalkeeper. That's a lovely goal.
And Bayern doing well to win back possession. Rodrigo. Really fine piece of defending play to break us up. In terms of added time, a minimum of 1 minute. And so it is, the first half story has been written. And away they go again here. Breathtaking football from Bayern in the first 45. What will this half bring us? Vinicius Junior. The ball with Luka Modric. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Now the quick counter-attack could be on. But he tried in vain to get himself back onside.
Well, he needs to show greater awareness there and hold on to the ball a fraction longer.
Mbappe. Wasteful from Real Madrid. Upamecano. Doing well to win it back. What can they do from here? Konrad Laimer. Sané has it. And Kane prepared to fire. Doubled up by Courtois. Rewarded for that brilliant high press. Shaping to shoot. Great defending. corner played into the box. Aware of the threat, solving the problem. Well, they're trying to get right into his face. Well, he's certainly not alone. And caught by the keeper. Lucas Vasquez. And a fine tackle. Rodrigo. Well, there's defensive solidity for you. Well, there was impending danger, but good defending. Leroy Sané. Oh, that's top-notch goalkeeping, you've got to say.
Those stats tell the story. Bayern have been really good today. Their attacking play has been a joy to watch.
Yes, the chances just keep on coming. No stopping them, apparently. Intelligent threaded pass here. The save was a good one. Who's going to get on the end of it? Well, the keeper wasn't worried in the slightest. Mbappe. Clean challenge. And Coman distributing shrewdly. Well, he's apparently veered into an offside position, Stuart.
Well, that's tight, really tight. But he was just too anxious to make his run. He was in, though.
Valverde. Lucas Vasquez. The ball with Luka Modric. Chance here. Well, just over the crossbar. Excellent effort. Jamal Musiala. Kimmich. Cross fired over. And it was a poor attempt. And a goal kick it is. Well, it's Bayern's turn now. A quarter of an hour remaining here. Musiala. Well, he has options available. Trying to place that one. Didn't get it quite right, though. Vinicius Junior. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Well, today was all about staving off the nightmare scenario of watching their opponents celebrate the title. And as it stands, they will live to fight on. The title race will go on.
Well, it certainly could, because I wasn't expecting this today. They look like a totally different team. They surely can't turn this around, can they?
Mbappe, and a fine stop to turn the ball away. And as a play it goes, throw-in coming up here. And winning it back. Luka Modric. So a Real Madrid corner. Using his physical strength to shield it. Thwarting him. And defensive play to be applauded. We're getting close to full time, and it's all going to plan for Bayern.
Well, what can you say about...
Oh, wait a minute, Stuart. Look what's happening. And that's a very good parry. Take it away. Kane. Decides to shoot, and did just enough defensively. Another goal! The lead grows to 4 now. A rampant display.
Well, here it is again. He hits this so sweetly, doesn't he? That's a brilliant goal from a top-class player. Well, that's not a happy manager. He knows he's got a lot of work to do now.
A glut of goals, 5 full-time then, and they knew in advance a win was required to keep the title race going. That is what they've delivered, Stuart.
Well, they played well, didn't they? And it keeps the contest alive. That was a great 3 points, and you just never know. This could be the turning point.
A high-tension occasion. Two teams ready to go at it, knowing that interest level... And welcome to a game that really should have pulses racing. Every reason to believe this will be enthralling. I'm Derek Ray, ready here on the commentary position, and alongside me is the former Arc. He's in here. Oh, it's in! And as things stand, they will be
see. Can they now see this through?
Sané. This is Coman. Davies. Will they get themselves level here? Oh, tremendous block. And making sure it wasn't problematic. In by Kimmich. Not messing around with that clearance. Substantially into the hopes of having a party.
Well, what a time to fall apart. They've completely lost their discipline here.
Uppercuts. Sané has it. Patient enough build-up. Can they carve out a chance? Leroy Sané. Magnificent challenge to win it back. Highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. Bellingham. Mbappe with it. Valverde. Modric. Oh, not great defending. That's eyes for goal! And foiled only by the crossbar. Oh, and that challenge carried with it quite the element of risk. Now, what's the referee going to do next? Committed challenge. And Real's creative tendencies coming to the fore. Might it be Mbappe? And the goalkeeper covered a lot of ground to push that away from danger. Padilla. Sané has it. Too strongly to win the ball. Valverde. Mendy has it. Tremendous intuition to win it back. Coman. Has a go. Unable to close down the shot. And Real couldn't hang on to the ball. It's not going to go down as the prettiest passing sequence we've ever seen. Plenty of support here. Jude Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. A real opening now. Oh, the goal was staring him in the face, but he couldn't avail himself of the opportunity, Stuart.
Well, he should do better there. Everything was good until the finish.
Alphonso Davies. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Federico Valverde. Mbappe. And he's kept it out, fully stretched, somehow reaching it. And over comes the corner. Did well to clear it away. Harry Kane. It's with Kingsley Coman. Will they keep the ball moving? I think I spoke too soon. Wasn't the best of passes finally. Kimmich. Well, no problems defensively. Sané. Oh, it's an unbelievable save by Courtois. Corner kick played in. Not an attempt he'll be terribly proud of. Federico Valverde. And a fine tackle. And back it goes. Lucas Vazquez. The ball with Luka Modric. Regained possession. Alphonso Davies. And still pressing. Good piece of defending. Crossing opportunity. Could be a chance to break here. Must score! And a goal! Not over just yet. And the ball is rolling again. This is not in the bag just yet. Bayern making sure of that. Can they square the game? Pumped away by the keeper. Players waiting in the centre. And you've just witnessed a really high-class save.
Well, you won't see a better reaction save than that. That is a superb piece of goalkeeping.
And played in by Joshua Kimmich. And pushed away to safety. That is that for the first half here. You can't take your eyes off Jamal Musiala, even for a fleeting moment. Stuart, what have you made of his... So underway in the second half, and here's the big question from a Bayern point of view. Can they turn this around? Leroy Sané. And couldn't quite square the game. Close.
Well, it's certainly a decent effort, but not quite good enough. They still trail here.
Lucas Vazquez taking it forward. Well, didn't go to plan in the end. Palinha. So plenty of forward momentum from Real Madrid here. Harry Kane. Kimmich. He'll have a go here. Well, it's great when you can rely on your keeper. Modric. Here's Mbappe. Now, options are plenty. Mbappe. Might it be Mbappe? There it is! Magical moment. Surely one hand on the trophy.
Well, history beckons. Surely they can't throw this away now.
Leroy Sané. Now Harry Kane. And the challenge, crisp and clean. Vinicius Junior. Modric. Well, disappointing for Bayern to give it away like that. Good weight on that pass. And threaded through by Mbappe. Coman. Coman. And a chance to whip it in here. Oh, last-ditch defending at its very finest. Plenty of support here. Could be threatening. Trying to chip it. And the keeper more than equal to the task. Let's see about the delivery. Foiling his opponent completely. Alphonso Davies. It's with Kingsley Coman. Chouameni. Valverde. Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game. Into the advanced position goes Modric. Can he do it? A goal! And it seems they're truly cruising to victory here. Well, on they go again, and Real very much in control. Sloppy from Sané. Coman. Bayern have lost the ball. Moving it towards goal. Tremendous block. Kimmich. And keeping it out with aplomb. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Jude Bellingham. Looked as though there might be a threat, but not so in the end. Good defending. Well, they call him a problem solver. Well, they knew they had to give it a go, but could it be they have run out of steam and their title...
Oh, got a great opportunity here.
Oh, powerful effort, close. Vinicius Junior. The ball with Lucas Vazquez. And it will be a free kick to Real Madrid. Promising pass. Well, he dealt with that ball played in rather well. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Kane. Harry Kane. Bayern struggling to keep possession. Lucas Vazquez failed to hold it. He fancies it. And there it is, a goal. But will it be purely a consolation at this stage of the proceedings? They haven't been at their best. Incisive pass from Mbappe. Well, diving magnificently to make sure he got there. Who can he pick out? There it is, and dramatic scenes here at the final whistle. A marked contrast in emotions, but in the end, They came up that little bit short.
Well, it was a step too far for them today. Devastated to lose the title on the final day, but I'm certain they'll come back stronger next season.
And now they prepare to walk together in anticipation of the trophy. Kick-off is nearing, and there is increasing excitement inside the stadium. Who has the ingredients necessary for victory? Hello and welcome, and I must say the weather couldn't be any better. It's a very pleasant night for football here at the Etihad Stadium. I'm Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and alongside me at the microphone is Stuart Robson. And we're always thrilled when a new campaign begins. That's the case here. It is the first match of the new season. It is Manchester City, and they take on Real Madrid. Flag raised for offside, showing a real desire to win it back. Credit to them for winning back possession. And a look at the starting 11 for Manchester City. Ederson gets the nod in goal. Kyle Walker plays with Joao Cancelo in the fullback positions. Bernardo Silva plays with Rodri in central midfield. And leading the line today is Julian Alvarez. And the starting 11 for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois begins in goal. Ferland Mendy plays with Lucas Vazquez in the fullback positions. Great opportunity! In it goes! That will do nicely for starters. First goal of the game. A really good pass. And quick thinking defensively. The Merengues have lost the ball. Foden. Plenty of support here. It's looking promising. Mbappe! Oh, there it is! A back-and-forth sort of match. Now they're level again. The lead lasted merely minutes. Joao Cancelo. A super tackle, and they've won possession. Well, that's really sound goalkeeping, not letting the opposition have any scraps. Pressure applied. Can they make something of it? Firing it towards goal. Oh, incredible save, and he snuffed out the danger. And the decision offside here. Vinicius Junior. Oh, and the decision is penalty. A big chance for them to take the lead here. This for 2-1. And the penalty is converted. I don't think anyone really questioned him. Rodri. It's with Joao Cancelo. Now a potentially dangerous position for City. And the cross goes in. And cleared away. Federico Valverde. Well, that takes the wind out of their sails. Great defending. Alvarez. Well, a really good run. Played into the box. Sound piece of defending. Now, options are plenty. And the shot. Oh, he's blocked it. Real find themselves in a position of menace. And making the move to the inside. But the danger averted for now. Lucas Vazquez. And a foul in the opinion of the referee. Now, what can they do from this free kick situation? He was trying with that free kick, but the goalkeeper had it covered all the way. Corner to Real as they try to press home their advantage. Big chance! Kicked it out and played it away. They're trying to build a head of steam. Another corner it'll be. Rodrigo. It's a perfect challenge. De Bruyne. Now can they hit them on the counter? Well, they couldn't quite use that break in the manner that they'd hoped. Will it be? And a goal! There he is! And the double! They just can't... You him. No shortage of goals on this match. 3-1. Modric. It could be for Mbappe. It's still alive. Cleared away.
Well, had that gone in, surely that would have been game over. Credit to the keeper, though. That was a good save.
And keeping the ball out of their own net can lift confidence throughout the side. Holland takes on the shot. Save, but still a chance. Well, thank goodness for the goalkeeper.
Well, they're calm now, but that initial save was absolutely magnificent.
City pushing forward with options available. Could reduce the deficit. And a fine stop to turn the ball away. Vinicius Junior. And the challenge halts them in their tracks. Oh, good-looking run. Mbappe! And he's only gone and made it a hat-trick. Absolutely unplayable today. What a performance. The referee has decided there will be just 1 minute of added time. Holland. Happy to take on the shot. Half-time, that will do it for the first half here at the Etihad. And the ball rolling again after what was a dazzling first 45 from Real. Can they repeat that in the second half? Holland. Determined defending. Well, the thought process is there, but not the execution. And threading it through. Oh, that's top-notch goalkeeping, you've got to say. Foden. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Might be able to set up the chance. Well, not quite the result he was hoping for with that shot. Close, though. Aurélien Tchouaméni. Well, he wasn't messing around with the clearance. Given away by Real Madrid. Rodri. On to Holland. Well, the fans really want him to shoot. Well, when the fans want you to shoot, it's always tempting to do so, but maybe he'll think twice next time.
Well, I think he was right to take it on, but he never looked in control of the shot. He just didn't set himself properly.
He's in behind. A goal! A glut of goals, 5-1 it is. Phil Foden. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. Oh, the keeper made it look routine. It was anything but. Mbappe. Oh, the threat is there. Good defending in the end, and danger averted for now. De Bruyne. Real Madrid unable to hang on to the ball, and support available. De Bruyne threading it through. The keeper making sure that was pushed well away from danger. And the keeper has it after that tension-laden sequence.
Well, what a great first save that was. How did he stop that?
Mbappe. Real Madrid have given it away. Holland. Well, the counter chance looks very real. Holland. Crucial piece of defending. Well, it was a good counter-attack in the making, but very alert defending. And it will be a free kick to Real Madrid. Modric unable to hang on to the ball. Holland. Well, the danger is on, but just a fraction offside. Rodrigo. Oh, what an opportunity. Well, I think you could call that an escape. It looked a certain goal. And a through ball from Modric. Well, not to be. He have moved into an illegal position.
Well, it's great that he wants to run in behind, but he has to get the timing right.
And unable to pick out a teammate. And that'll be a throw. And take it away. A quarter of an hour remaining here. Really good build-up, but no end product. Vinicius Junior. De Bruyne now. Holland. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Bernardo Silva. Walker. Foden. Now with De Bruyne. Oh, really close. Just failed to keep his attempt down. Mbappe. Modric. It might take a bit of teamwork. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. And there, oh, the referee points to the spot. Penalty. And this could really make certain. And he's only gone and made it a hat-trick. Absolutely unplayable today. What a performance. Jeremy Doku. Holland. And what a magical save it was. Who can he pick out? And a marvellous goal. The bicycle kick special, a wondrous moment for the fans to savour. And let's never downplay a jaw-dropping goal of that nature. It was stupendously good. And a long way out. And the keeper showing tremendous command. And over it comes. Oh, there it is! It's one goal after another, and it speaks to the quality of that performance. A struggle to keep the ball from Real. So the contest officially comes to an end. 3 points dropped. And I must say, Stuart, shades of what we saw last season.
Well, that certainly wasn't what they were hoping for. They struggled last season and there wasn't much of an improvement today. They need something from the next game because they didn't play well today.
mental fortitude and technical excellence. Both qualities will be pivotal as this important occasion unfolds. We cannot wait. Hello and a warm welcome on what is a glorious night for football. Perfect playing conditions. I'm Derek Ray, ready here on the commentary position, and along... Well, it could be on for him here. High pressing and good high pressing. Oh, a really crisp effort, but just wide. And so the starting 11 for Bayern. Manuel Neuer between the posts. Matthijs de Ligt plays with Dayo Upamecano in central defence. Konrad Laimer starts alongside Palhinha in central midfield. And the centrepiece of the attack today is Harry Kane. And let's dissect the Real Madrid side. Thibaut Courtois is the keeper of choice. Ferland Mendy plays with Lucas Vazquez in the fullback positions. Federico Valverde plays alongside Jude Bellingham in the centre of midfield. And handed the task of playing up front today is Kylian Mbappe. They've chosen to go through Harry Kane. Options around him. Kylian Mbappe. Struggle for Bayern to keep hold of the ball. Vinicius, a real opening now. And a goal! They start as they need to continue. They make the opening statement. Musiala. Could be threatening. Frantic action from one end to the other. They weren't ahead for long. And this match is level again. Kylian Mbappe, great reflex action from Neuer. Let's see about the delivery. The problem not completely solved. It's a perfect challenge. Well, the keeper not thinking it through. Attacking possibilities for Real. And cuts inside. Real chance. And it's in! They're back in front. Stunning scenes here. Alphonso Davies. Jamal Musiala. Would have been a foul, but instead advantage Bayern. Just the challenge that was required. Coman. That's a good-looking ball. And a goal! An end-to-end game, and they weren't behind for long. Vinicius Junior. A classic example of how to intercept. That's useful play. Has eyes for goal. That's sound goalkeeping to hang on to the shot like that. Well, he's almost been hassled out of play here. Modric. Rodrigo. Well read to win possession back. Modric with options around him. But nothing comes of it. A foul, but advantage Bayern. What to like about that pass? And Bayern doing well to win it back. Coman. Vinicius Junior. Oh, breezing past him. Oh dear, he went for placement, but a really tame effort, you have to say. Davies. Given away by Bayern Munich. Well, sloppy from both sides, you have to say. Space for Real out wide. Joshua Kimmich. And Real come away with it. Bellingham. Really inventive stuff from Real here. Oh, in with a chance! And a goal! He's doubled his total for the day in superb scoring form. Oh, nice ball over the top. Great vision from Harry Kane. Oh, incredible save, and he snuffed out the danger. Bayern throw-in coming up. Coman. Really good build-up, but no end product. Lucas Vazquez. He's going forward well here. And there it is, the half-time whistle. Huddersfield. So they get the ball rolling again, and Bayern behind going into the second half. Can they summon the right response? Sané. Excellent vision. Kimmich. It did look on for them, but not to be. Room to roam for the Merengues here. Rodrigo. Opportunity it is. And a goal it is for Real Madrid. They are on a victory course. So the current scoreline, 4-2. Konrad Laimer. Musiala. Decent position. And Bellingham. And support available. And let's give credit to the defending. Coman. Coman, sloppy. Rodrigo. Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them. What can Real do from this position? A disappointing end to the move. Harry Kane slips it through. Kimmich. Can he get one back? Oh no, is the answer. It was a gilt-edged opportunity. He couldn't avail himself of it.
You have to say that's a big chance missed. He had to score there. That makes it difficult now.
Bayern regaining possession here. Look at Modric with the pass. Here, almost out of sight. Coman, he failed to hold it. Lima. Return to Coman. It's come off the keeper. And in at the second time of asking. Just what was required. Oh, that's a really good run. Double for him in this game. No way for the opposition to contain him. And no wonder he's off celebrating. Bayern have given us away. It certainly wasn't a clean tackle. And the referee has got to book him, I think. Can he find the right pass? Opportunity here. And up for grabs off the keeper. And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see. Given away by Real Madrid. Palinha. Coman. Well, capable of so much better, to be honest.
Well, I expected more as well, Derek. I thought from that sort of position, he had every chance of scoring, but it's a poor effort.
Well, strong play here. Oh, the threat is there. Mbappe! Now, who can he pick out? Look at Modric! Goalkeeping of the highest order.
Well, he's got to be pleased with that save. It's absolutely magnificent.
It's a short corner. And that's how to do it inside your own penalty area. Vinicius! Is it going to be? And he's only gone and made it a hat-trick! Absolutely unplayable today! What a performance! Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. And that'll be a Bayern ball.
Well, Bayern have been totally outplayed today, and their fans just can't take any more. There's a lot of empty seats now. This has been a really poor display.
Wonderful chance! Couldn't quite hang on. And Bellingham. He must finish! And the keeper's hand does the trick. Musiala. Well, Bayern couldn't keep hold of the ball. Coman. Now with Mbappe. Rodrigo. Chances on. Still looking for space. He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. Coman. A chance for Bayern to use width to good effect. And just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages. Well, putting it wide from there. A pity, really. The final whistle then, and the negative spiral continues. You sense the hopes of taking the title might just be slipping away.
Well, it doesn't look good for them, Derek, does it? I was hoping they would respond today, but they never really look like winning this one. The next game is so important now.
Kick-off is nearing, and there is increasing excitement inside the stadium. Who has the ingredients necessary for victory? What will be the other storylines out there on the pitch? We're on the cusp of finding out. It truly is a special place, a stadium every football fan should visit should he or she get the chance. The Santiago Bernabeu here in Madrid. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me in the commentary position is the former Arsenal and West Ham midfield player Stuart Robson. And given the situation in the title race, a positive display is what they need if they are to stay in the hunt. It's Real Madrid, and they take on Real Madrid.
Well, it's a tough situation to be in, Derek. They know any slip up here and it's over. They've just got to get a positive result, one way or another.
And the starting 11 for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois is the keeper of choice. Carvajal starts with Ferland Mendy. It's gone in! And what a pivotal goal it could be in terms of the title race.
Well, that really could be it, unless they respond quickly here.
Action underway once more. A wake-up call for the Real players, maybe. Can they find a response now? And forcing the error. Clearance left a bit to be desired. Timely intervention. Valverde. Giving it a try. And able to close down the shot. Well, taking on that shot and not missing by much.
Well, that would have been an excellent goal, but it means everything is still up for grabs here.
Valverde. Mbappe with it. Well, couldn't quite find his teammate. And teammates around him. Oh, it's gone in! From bad to worse. Scant evidence of a title party here. Far from it.
Well, this certainly wasn't in the script, was it? I just can't see them getting back into this one.
And he might be through here. Well, not quite accurate enough, but it was a close thing. Well, a bit wasteful from the Merengues. From a long way out. Well, it's sat up for him, but not seriously troubling the goalkeeper. Mbappe. The ball with Lucas Vazquez. Rodrigo. Mbappe! And it's in! This game very much back on as a contest. On they go again, and I wonder, can Real push for a leveller here? Delightful pass. And Bellingham. And there the move will end, because it's offside. Close, though. Valverde. Mendy. Is with Vinicius Junior. And playing it through. Not going to get away with that, because it's offside here.
And he shouldn't be offside there. He's gone too early, and that's a waste of a great opportunity.
Well, not quite what he wanted to do with the pass. And threading it through. And running in behind. And a goal! Bingo! It could happen for them today.
And what a crucial goal that could be in the title race. They need to keep pushing, though. They do need another.
Vinicius Junior. Now, who can he play it to? Well, it came to nothing in the end. Mbappe. It might be the moment to get them ahead. Oh, did so well to deny him. Over it comes. Not really the ideal clearance. Valverde. Pretty simple for the keeper. Nicely cut out. Rudiger. Vinicius Junior. Real did well to regain control of the ball. Rodrigo. And a foul in the opinion of the referee. Now, what can they do from this free kick situation? Didn't have what it took to get it beyond the wall. Jude Bellingham. Can he take advantage? Oh, it's in! And as things stand, they will be crowned champions.
Well, they're in the driving seat. Can they now see this through?
Bellingham. Feeding it through. Excellent position taken up by Mbappe. He got a good palm on it. Rudiger. Valverde. And Real with the ball again. Well, maybe a good position from which to counter. Real Madrid have been awarded the free kick. Well, getting close to the half-time interval with Real Madrid behind. What have you made of it so far, Stuart?
Well, what a first half this has been. We've had everything. But unless they start defending with more urgency, they'll concede more goals here. They've just been too easy to play against.
Good idea. And they had a bit of work to do in getting to that through ball, the goalkeeper. And nicely struck. Well, actually pretty easy for the goalkeeper in the end. And the first half is in the history books here at the Bernabeu. Well, it is advantage Real after the first 45 minutes, but there's a long way from being settled. Alert defending. Aimed towards Mbappe. Well, that header was never going to be problematic for the goalkeeper. Valverde. And Carvajal untidy in possession there. Fine run from Mbappe. Modric. Mbappe with it. Can they create something from here? Real chance. There it is! Magical moment. Surely one hand on the trophy.
Well, history beckons. Surely they can't throw this away now.
Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe. Has a go. Well, whether it's a great chance or a half chance, when you're trailing as they are, you've got to put them away.
Well, if they are going to get back into this, those are the sort of chances they have to take.
Well, couldn't quite find his teammate. Mendy. And considerable space afforded Real Madrid. And never quite had the header on the target. Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe, an effective challenge. Opportunity it is. Still a chance. Cross could be useful. Now they have possession in a good area of the pitch. Well, a strong hand on the ball. Plenty of support here. Real chance. Full box to the keeper.
Well, what a reaction from the goalkeeper. Such a good save in the end.
Delivering it. It might still be problematic. Interception to snuff out the danger. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Not a foul, but the advantage with Real Madrid. And he's broken free. Surely. Pivotal moment defensively. Let's get the latest on the injury situation from our pitchside man, Jeff Shreves.
Real concern for the bench now, because it looks like he landed with his elbow.
Oh, wait a minute, Jeff, they might score. And pushed away to safety. Carvajal. Given away by Real Madrid. Good weight on that pass. Mbappe in the centre. Oh, but claimed by the goalkeeper. And easily cut out in the end. And the challenge, crisp and clean. A quarter of an hour remaining here. And Real's creative tendencies coming to the fore. But the danger averted for now. And it will be a free kick to Real Madrid. Mbappe. He's managed to get in behind. There it is! Victory more or less guaranteed now. Well, on they go again, and Real very much in control. And the ball in behind the defenders. And he read it really well. Fine save. And he's fired over the corner. And putting paid to the danger. Modric. Still a chance. A goal! And I'll tell you what, on this sort of form, very few would lay a glove on them. It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. Mendy. And he takes it away. Rodrigo. Oh, in with a chance. Oh, he wasn't necessarily favourite to win that challenge. Now, options are plenty. A disappointing end to the move. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? Well, so many possibilities, but it didn't happen for them. Vinicius Junior. Could be. In position. And a penalty awarded. Spot kick coming up. Well, they were looking for something extra special on the pitch. They simply haven't been able to deliver it. And the price paid.
Yeah, today just epitomises their season, really. It's a shocking performance. They need a small miracle.
And he's only gone and made it a hat-trick. Absolutely unplayable today. What a performance. And that is it. A hard result for them to digest. And with that, their title hopes have officially been dashed.
Yeah, they haven't been quite good enough, and that was the case again today. Second best in most areas of the pitch. Now they have to watch the celebrations. They won't like that.
And now for the moment of confirmation. A game to whet the appetite, a match certain to entertain and enthrall. But the big question is, who has the qualities necessary to succeed? There is so much on the line. It's Liverpool, they take on Real Madrid, and it's coming up next on EA TV. Good evening. They might have done quite a bit of refurbishment work on this stadium in recent seasons, but it still has a refreshingly old-fashioned quality about it. We're at Anfield. I'm Derek Ray, and delighted to have Stuart Robson sharing commentary duties with me. And this is the day when every football fan is expectant and optimistic. Is this the moment? And brave goalkeeping to deal with the danger.
Well, he had to get that right, didn't he? That's good goalkeeping.
And this is how Liverpool will line up. Alisson begins in goal. Virgil van Dijk plays alongside Ibrahima Konate in central defence. Mohamed Salah plays with Luis Diaz out wide. And leading the line today is Diogo Jota. Well, there was impending danger, but good defending. And let's dissect the Real Madrid side. Thibaut Courtois begins in goal. Ferland Mendy plays with Lucas Vazquez in the fullback positions. Rodrigo plays with Vinicius Junior in the wide areas. And handed the task of playing up front today is Kylian Mbappe. Federico Valverde. Well, that's the sign of a well-organised defence. Out for a Liverpool throw. And it's Salah with the cross. Wonderful block. Genuine chance. And danger still. And I think the threat has been averted. Oh, fine play, and maybe it'll set something up. Jota. And fine work from Liverpool to win the ball back. Salah. Liverpool in a position of menace. Takes aim! Well, the goalkeeper managed to make the save without much difficulty in the end. Well, constantly giving the ball away isn't going to help matters. Can they take the lead here? Andrew Robertson has lost the ball. Mbappe. Oh, it's a really well-timed challenge. Let's get the latest on the injury situation from our pitch-side man, Jeff Shreves.
From down here, it looked as though he landed actually on top of his elbow. That's why he's...
And a goal! 1-0 it is. They've been pushing for the opener, and now they have it. He doesn't have to do it on his own. Real chance. And a goal! An end-to-end game, and they weren't behind for long. Andrew Robertson. Diaz. Rodrigo. Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them. Diogo Jota. Well, the supporters think it's on. Able to close down the shot. Well, this won't hurt the Liverpool cause. Corner awarded as it could be. Oh! You've just witnessed goal-scoring perfection. Flawless technique. Out of this world. Incredible. Given away by Real Madrid. Tremendously strong in the tackle. Mbappe, can he get them level? Oh, off the line. Wataru Endo. Possession ceded by Liverpool. So plenty of forward momentum from Real Madrid here. But nothing comes of it. Good defending it was. That'll be a Liverpool ball. Well, his throw-in radar was a bit off. A chance to whip it in. Well, that's how to do it inside your own penalty area. So Bosley. Another successful intervention, winning the ball back. And moving the ball forward with genuine purpose here. Options in the centre. A good and fair challenge. Out of play and a Real Madrid throw-in coming up. Oh, this is looking promising. Valverde. And quick thinking defensively. And that brings to an end the first half. So back in business, the ball moving again, and Real with a bit of work ahead of them. Really good build-up, but no end product. Might work out. This could square the game, and that's exactly... What has transpired? Now, that could be a massive turning point, and momentum is with them. Andrew Robertson. Encouraging move from Liverpool, but quick thinking defensively. Vinicius. Must take the lead here. Oh, it comes to nothing in the end. Really should have made more of that. And Real Madrid have the ball again. In with a chance. Oh, a save right out of the top drawer. Super stop. Superbly read and executed. And threading it through. Just the challenge that was required. Vinicius Junior. Foul there. Free kick awarded. Salah. And a goal to re-establish their advantage. Just look at the celebrations. Oh, fancy footwork. Opportunity here. Well, that was the chance to extend their lead.
Well, that's a waste, really. He's got to hit the target there.
Trent Alexander-Arnold. Wonderfully weighted pass. Can he take the chance? Well, when you attempt a bicycle kick, you've got to get it spot on, Stuart.
Well, he just makes the wrong contact, doesn't he? The intent was right, but the end product is way off target.
And the shot. Really good piece of goalkeeping there. Good example of pressing without the ball. Oh, that's a super piece of defending. Real using width to good effect. Luis Diaz. It's a good Liverpool move in the making. Can he finish? Fine goalkeeping to push that away. And the keeper has it after that tension-laden sequence.
Well, what a great first save that was. How did he stop that?
Committed challenge. The supporters want to see him have a go. It has to be. Oh, the keeper made it. And there it is. A goal. I must say, much to the annoyance of the keeper. Lucas Vazquez. Rodrigo. And they could get one back here. Unable to get a body in the way. Pressing like that will help the cause. The referee spotted the infringement, and it will be a free kick in a position of genuine menace. It's a fierce effort. Didn't have what it took to get it beyond the wall. Just have to make sure they don't get caught on the counter-attack. Rodrigo. A real opening now. And saved by the keeper. So Bosley. He's in position. And it goes to reduce the deficit. Still very much alive and kicking. On they go again. And I wonder, can Real push for a leveller here? Rodrigo. The ball with Luka Modric. Real Madrid attacking, and they have to give it a go with time not on their side. This could square the game. And a goal! The equaliser! They simply refuse to be beaten. Down to 10 men, but right back in this game. Endo. Liverpool trying to click into an attacking gear with the game level in the closing moments. Now, brilliant work to keep that one in play. Bellingham. And Valverde. Very quick thinking there. Feeding it through. He's got a good pass on it. Cuts it back. Cross towards that far post. Well, to be blunt, misfiring with the header. An important interception. Not a huge chunk of added time, 1 minute. And reacting almost instinctively. Great defending. And so that is that, the end of the story, and a point apiece. And I think based on what happened last season... High-octane football, we can virtually guarantee it. Two quality sides ready for battle, knowing full well they must give their best. Well, you only need to look at the history books to see how close this fixture historically has been. Barcelona at home against Real Madrid on this occasion. I'm Derek Ray. Sitting alongside me here on the gantry is Stuart Robson. And Stuart, this ought to be special.
Well, Derek, this is a magnificent setting for a great rivalry. Let's just hope we see both teams play at their very best today. What an occasion this should be. And offside by a very small margin.
And here's the starting 11 for Barcelona. Marc-André ter Stegen in goal. Andreas Christensen plays alongside Ronald Araujo in central defence. Pedri starts alongside İlkay Gündoğan in central midfield. And leading the attack today is Robert Lewandowski. Oh, a big mistake. In it goes! And I'll tell you what, the goalkeeper is wishing quite simply he hadn't done that. Now, options are plenty. Vinicius! They just couldn't stay in front. And now, this match is all square. Rafinha. The free-kick decision goes the way of Barcelona. And the referee electing not to show him the yellow card, Stuart.
And I think it's the right decision. It is a foul. It doesn't deserve a card.
Mendy. Real find themselves in a position of menace. Real Madrid have been awarded the free kick. Modric. Tremendously strong in the tackle. Modric. Well, that one has promise. Well, nicely cut out. Now what can they do with the ball? Not a particularly strong challenge. Well, in there to tidy up. Mbappe. Can they forge ahead? They do! And you've got to say they're good value for the lead. Back underway here. What sort of response will that goal elicit from Barca? Pedri. Well, great read there to intercept. Modric. Rodrigo. Good idea. Mbappe. Goalkeeper's ball, and was always going to be. De Jong. Rafinha. Araujo. Lewandowski. Barcelona now in potentially a dangerous position. Could cross it in here. Not a really respectable effort from there.
Well, for a moment, I thought it was going to squeeze inside. Decent effort, it's unlucky, really.
Valverde. Here's Mbappe. And he stopped them in their tracks. Jude Bellingham. Given away by Barca. Well, that's a foul, and it sets up a free kick in a dangerous position. And a goal, almost bewitching in its beauty. Excellent technique. No shortage of goals in this match. 3-1. A classic example of how to intercept. Modric. Rafinha. It's opening up for them. Not a good place to win it back, and let's see what it leads to. What a vital intervention. But hang on, the flag has gone up, and it's not going to count.
Well, it was a close call, but he is just offside. Good finish, mind you.
Very Very timely interception. Lucas Vasquez. And he's going to be disappointed with that pass. Vinicius Junior. Intercepting it intelligently. Might be a chance to break. And slipped through beautifully. Still trying to make something happen. Well, options at the back post here. And the danger's still on. Well, it came to nothing in the end. Rodrigo. Taken away. He won the ball. Rodrigo. An option. Is this the moment? Looked like a certain goal, but that's a great challenge. And so it is, the first half story has been written. Not to be too blunt about it, Stuart, but this has been a struggle for him up front. And off and running again after a dizzying first-half performance by Real. Will we see more of the same in the second 45? Lewandowski. Delivering it into the box. Well, he deserves praise for inventiveness, but not troubling the keeper. An example of how to press. Federico Valverde. It's a fine piece of attacking play from Lewandowski, and he has teammates to give it to. Nicely blocked.
Well, this has to be their way back into the game. The crowd are certainly playing their part.
Appear to be in two minds. And he read it well, intercepting it. Feeding it through. Full marks for trying it. Well, well, well. How many players would have the confidence to try that? Simply magnificent. Araujo. Perfectly positioned to take it away. Federico Valverde. Well, not quite what he wanted to do with the pass. Pedri. Rodrigo. And unfortunately for him, he had worked his way into an offside position.
And I think everybody in the ground could see that was always going to be offside.
And the ball back with Barcelona here. Barcelona have lost possession. Rodrigo. Oh, he's through here. And a goal it is. The keeper really not part of the equation. A glut of goals. 5-1 it is. High pressing at its best. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Very quick thinking there. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Lewandowski. Can he find the net? Able to get his body in the way. And Barcelona have possession again. Mbappe. You can't really tackle like that and expect to get away with it. Booking to come, you would think. The keeper was never likely to be in trouble then. Oh, last-ditch defending at its very finest. Mbappe. Opportunity. A goal! We're really being spoiled. This is attacking football at its finest. Frankie de Jong. Oh, danger here. Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them. Now, can they hit them on the counter? Luka Modric. Can they use it to their advantage? And he's made headway. Can he finish? And it's 2 for him today. A masterful performance. The defenders unable to stop him. Rafinha. It's got to be. And this time it's in. Fabulous goal. And just look at the celebrations. Lewandowski. And in. Oh, yes. Exactly what they were hoping to produce. They've delivered the goal. Mendy. It's with Vinicius Junior. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. Well, look at Modric. Well, no way through. Well, making considerable progress with the ball. And there it is, a goal. But will it be purely a consolation at this stage of the proceedings? They haven't been at their best. Advantage Barcelona. Well, we saw what was going through the mind of the referee, but in the end, she says free kick. Modric. And he stopped them in their tracks. How to play Real Madrid throw here. Rodrigo. Vinicius. And it might be another goal! The lead grows to 4 now. A rampant display. Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. And possibilities here. Lewandowski. And tidy defensive play. Well, the counter chance looks very real. Well, they couldn't quite use that break in the manner that they'd hoped. Mbappe. And that brings the action to an end. And 3 points drop. That is the main story here. And it means a clear gap between them and the rivals in the table.
Well, it's not over yet, but if they play like that again, their chances of winning the title are very slim. That was a poor display.
Kick-off is nearing, and there is increasing excitement inside the stadium. Who has the ingredients necessary for victory? What will be the other storylines out there on the pitch? We're on the cusp of finding out. Well, nights like these are just what you hope for as a spectator. A warm welcome. I'm Derek Ray in the commentary position, and alongside me is the former Arsenal and West Ham midfield player Stuart Robson. And we can't wait for this one to start with justifiable cause. It is Bayern Munich, and they take on Real Madrid. Well, he tried in vain to get himself back onside.
Well, he needs to show greater awareness there and hold on to the ball a fraction longer.
And here's how Bayern will line up. Manuel Neuer begins in goal. Joshua Kimmich starts with Alphonso Davies in the fullback positions. Baliña plays alongside Konrad Laimer in central midfield. And the responsibility of leading the line today goes to Harry Kane. Oh, really commanding goalkeeping. And over comes the corner. Not the best clearance. Well, only just wide of the post. And he read it well. And the starting 11 for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois begins in goal. Fernand Mendy starts with Lucas Vazquez in the fullback positions. Federico Valverde plays alongside Jude Bellingham in the centre of midfield. And the main striker today is Kylian Mbappe. Good build-up, but no end product. Well, it's impossible to escape the conclusion that Harry Kane is just a thorough professional. Stuart, what do you anticipate seeing from him today?
Well, he's a natural goal scorer. He just has great awareness of space in the box. And, of course, he's a top-class finisher.
Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. And Coman distributing shrewdly. What's he going to do here? Lula. There is the goal to open the scoring. Who can say they don't deserve to be in front? Plenty of support here. The high press was on, and that's a fantastic tackle. And there the move will end because it's offside. Close then. Footwork. Mbappe! They just couldn't stay in front. And now this match is all square. Michael Olise. Might work out. Mbappe going for the dink and fired against the crossbar. Well, it came to nothing in the end.
Well, had that gone in, Bayern would be in big trouble. Can that now inspire them to turn things around?
And a chance to whip it in here. And the snuffing out of the cross there. Jude Bellingham. Mbappe. Modric. And it's in! Real Madrid firmly in charge here. Coman. And the ball with Alphonso Davies. Now options are plenty. Incisive pass. Saved, but still a chance. He's made headway. Oh, and it goes! Now he has his hat-trick. A special moment for him. Federico Valverde. Mbappe with it. A real opening now. And just like that, the break is stopped. Really top-quality defending. The goalkeeper covered a lot of ground to push that away from danger. Mbappe. Nicely timed tackle. Through by Miller. And the keeper more than equal to the task. Kylian Mbappe. Fine piece of defending play to break us up. Coman, he failed to hold it. Well, the supporters think it's on, and a decent save, full credit. Over it comes. Rodrigo. That's a good pass. Trying his luck from long range. And nicely parried away. Corner for Real Madrid. No nonsense clearance. Firing it in. Another goal! The lead grows to 4 now. A rampant display. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Joshua Kimmich. Unable to get himself back on side here.
Well, he was always going to be offside. That was the wrong option.
Oh, that's a really good run. Oh, burying them beneath an avalanche of goals. No let up here. Well, the stoppage time situation. 1 minute here. Alphonso Davies. Davies. And crossed in there. He does have pressure to deal with. And the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. Well, on the evidence of what we're seeing in this match, Kylian Mbappe is a striker at the peak of his powers, you've got to say, Stuart.
Well, he's looked unstoppable today.
So back underway, and an intriguing second half in prospect. Mbappe. Chances on. Oh yes, a goal! Exactly what they were looking for, and he's come up with it. Konrad Leimer. Having a shoot. goalkeeper. Jude Bellingham. Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them. Can he find the right pass? Well, it came to nothing in the end. And a through ball from Modric. Still trying to make something happen. Must score! Oh, a smart stop. And he gobbles up the second chance. Disappointment for the keeper. No wonder he's asking questions of his defence. Outdoing his opponent. Alphonso Davies. Great vision from Harry Kane. And a fine stop. Feeding it through. Well, marginally wide. So close. Kylian Mbappe. Rodrigo. Well, unable to bend his run. Offside. Kane. Not really the high percentage option to try your luck from there.
Well, his teammates aren't particularly happy. He was never going to score from there.
Modric. Kylian Mbappe. Well, plays with a positional sense that is second to none. Well, a bit too long and too strong. Keeper's ball. Rodrigo. In with a chance. Must finish. And the keeper's hand does the trick. Real Madrid get the throw in.
Well, Real Madrid are looking really good today. Just look how many chances they've created. And I sense there's still more to come here.
They are enjoying plenty of space here, Bayern. Sané. Huge block. Who can he pick at? Strong glove on the ball from the keeper. Quick counter-attack could be on. But it petered out. Federico Valverde. Sound goalkeeping, not letting the opposition have any scraps. And played towards the near post. Struggling to get it away. Well, he tried to place that one, and given his proximity to the goal, he's bound to be disappointed. The referee has given the advantage to Real Madrid. And support available. And a superb challenge there. Well, I don't think that effort remotely qualifies as respectable.
And the reason it's off target, because the technique was really poor on that occasion. That's not a good effort.
Oh, just wide of the mark. Goal kick.
Well, that never looked like trouble in the keeper, did it? But it was worth an effort. A good strike from him.
Nice weight on the pass. It could be for Mbappe. Can't miss, and a goal it is. The keeper really not part of the equation.
Well, the crowd are certainly not happy. Their team is being totally outplayed here. They're just being passed around far too easily.
It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. Space for Real out wide. Modric. Chances on. A goal! We're really being spoiled. This is attacking football at its finest. Coman. Determined defending. Room to roam for the Merengues here. Can he do it? He had to react, and did. 5 minutes left. Superb effort to keep it in. Bodies forward, and the break looks on. Well, unfortunately, it fizzled out in the end. Lucas Vazquez. Now he's got to stay calm. And a goal! He's doubled his total for the day. It's superb scoring form. Well, if you're wondering about added time, 2 minutes it'll be. Sloppy from Sané. Jude Bellingham. The final whistle then, and the negative spiral continues. You sense the hopes of taking the title might just be slipping away.
Well, it doesn't look good for them, Derek, does it? I was hoping they would respond today, but they never really looked like winning this one. The next game is so important now.
A game that appears highly likely to deliver in every way. Two very able teams ready for a top-class confrontation. And no one is taking anything for granted on this huge occasion. Hello everyone, it's a very pleasant day for football. Looking forward to this game here at the Orange Velodrome. I'm Derek Ray, perched here on the commentary gantry, and sitting alongside me to provide expert analysis is Stuart Robson. Well, designs they might have on the title seem to be slithering away, so they can't afford to put in a poor performance on this particular occasion. It's France facing Real Madrid.
Well, they've just dropped off the pace in recent matches, and unless they win today, their title challenge will be over. They've just lost that spark, and I'm not sure they're going to find it today.
Just the challenge that was required. Here's the side France will go with. Mike Maignan begins in goal. William Saliba starts with Dayo Upamecano in central defence. Kylian Mbappe starts with Ousmane Dembele in the wide positions. And the lead striker today is Antoine Griezmann. And a good take under duress there. And let's dissect the Real Madrid side. Thibaut Courtois is in goal. Fernand Mendy starts with Lucas Vazquez in the fullback positions. Federico Valverde plays alongside Jude Bellingham in the centre of midfield. And handed the task of playing up front today is Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe. Mbappe! Given away by Rabiot. And Real's creative tendencies coming to the fore. Rabiot. Opportunity it is. And effectively parried away by the keeper. And held by the keeper at the second time of asking.
Well, he's just pulled off a great first save there. Now they can all calm down.
Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Fed over towards the back post. Just the clearance that was called for. Rodrigo. Effective challenge. Koundé. Dembele on the ball. Well, it clearly was deflected, so it will be their throw-in. Griezmann. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Kylian Mbappe. Incisive pass from Mbappe. Really important tackle. Rabiot. Theo Hernandez now. He has teammates around him. Takes it on. Oh, that's top-notch goalkeeping, you've got to say. And they do like to press whenever they can. Mbappe. And Valverde. And very deftly cut out. Dembele. And unfortunately for him, he had worked his way into an offside position.
And I think everybody in the ground could see that was always going to be offside.
Given us away. France looking dangerous here. And threaded through by Mbappe. He can't hold on to it. And brave goalkeeping to deal with the danger.
Well, he had to get that right, didn't he? That's good goalkeeping. Well, I think they've played really well today, but unless they take one of these chances, it can count for nothing. Just look at those stats. They need to make the breakthrough and make it quickly.
Well, controlling the ball again and hoping to make this count. Griezmann. Well, he's certainly not alone. Theo Hernandez. Ousmane Dembele prepared to fire. Well, nearly shaving the post with that header. Mbappe. Feeding it through. Oh, a powerful effort. Close. N'Golo Kanté. Griezmann. Has eyes for goal. Oh, it wasn't far away, but above the crossbar. A long way from the perfect pass. He knew he had to make the tackle, and did. Promising move this from France. Being egged on by the crowd. It's gone in! And what a pivotal goal it could be in terms of the title race.
Well, that really could be it, unless they respond quickly here.
Well, possibilities in the centre. Nothing for them to worry about in the end. Good defending. And so there it is. The first half has come to an end here at the Orange Velodrome. Well, it's advantage France after the first 45, but plenty of time for a few twists and turns before this one is over. Oh, just mistimed his run, and the flag going up. Really good challenge. Mbappe. Rabiot. And nearly extending their lead.
Well, it wasn't quite the finish he was looking for. He just couldn't quite keep it on target.
Not much time to make up his mind. Well, great read there to intercept. Lucas Vazquez. Mbappe. Really fine piece of defending play to break it up. And France exploiting the space on the flank. Absolutely nothing wrong with the idea, but no end product. Vinicius Junior.
Well, France have had a rethink here. They really are just trying to dominate the game by controlling possession. The only problem is they're going to try and do it in deep areas, which can be very risky. It's an interesting move.
And Real Madrid have the ball again.
Well, I've certainly seen a change in France's play here. They're just focused now on the...
And he's made headway. In it goes! And that changes the mood.
Well, they've got the momentum. Can they now go and win this one?
So underway again, following the goal that made things level. Chouameni. Nicely cut out. And France have it back now. Teammates available. Rodrigo. Can he put them in front? And a very good challenge. Chouameni. Dembele on the ball. Mbappe. And he did well to cut it out. Rodrigo. Rabiot, immaculate placement. Lucas Vazquez. Nicely timed tackle. Modric. Look at Modric. Oh, a stellar piece of defending. What can Real do from this position? And he's broken free. They've found the net. And who knows, it could be the goal that wins them the championship.
Well, it's theirs for the taking now. Will that be the defining moment?
So back underway. Intriguing contest this, given the 2-1 scoreline. Well, after pressing like that, maybe the short route to goal. Kylian Mbappe. And now Rodrigo. Might it be Mbappe? There it is! Magical moment. Surely one hand on the trophy.
Well, history beckons. Surely they can't throw this away now.
He read this. Well, the keeper had a lot to do.
Well, it's a great piece of goalkeeping. So quick off his line.
Delightful pass. Oh, marvellous save. Great goalkeeping. Can someone get on the end of this? And a time for cool heads. Winning back possession. Griezmann. Kylian Mbappe. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? And the shot. And a decent save. And with play stopped, they will make the change now. That is a very fine challenge in difficult circumstances. 5 minutes to go. Oh, he's through here. Being egged on by the crowd. And they've reduced the arrears. You never know. They still believe in themselves. Valverde. Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them. Now counter-attacking possibilities. Well, that is how to break up a counter-attack. Rodrigo. And defensive play to be applauded. What a brilliant pass. And a goal! They lead by 2 now. And that allows them to breathe a bit more easily. So the current scoreline, 4-2. Options in the middle. Mbappe! And there goes the final whistle. The celebrations will shortly be in full swing, but let's focus on the team that has come in second best.
Well, they've been short all season. Obviously, they were hoping to take it to the next game, but it never looked likely, did it? Real contrasting emotions out there.
And now they prepare to walk together in anticipation of the trophy presentation.